This card in the women's strawweight division, Zhang Weili defeats Joanna Jedrzejczyk by knockout via spinning backfist. The official time came at 2 minutes and 28 seconds of round number 2. Whew. And in the end, our girl, Joanna champion, Joanna Jedrzejczyk, JJ, she called it a career. Left the gloves in the octagon. Was a bit emotional about it, I have to admit. I'm not going to say I cried. I didn't cry, but I was like, damn, I'm emotional too. It was kind of pouring out of her, and it's been quite a career for her, so props to her for sure. Mark, let me send it over to you first. Let's talk about this fight first. Let's talk about Zhang Weili and her talent. So what did you make of the fight and of Zhang's performance and of JJ's performance?
Yeah, for a minute there, it felt like we might get another classic, but instead, Weili gets a new #1 clip on her highlight reel.
I was going to say, Weili got a classic. A classic highlight is what she got.
For sure. I thought Joanna was Joanna. I think she still beats most girls that night, but it's just that Weili is not most girls. We talked about how powerful and explosive she is, and it came to bear big time in that fight. She was just stronger. She had a big power advantage. I don't even mean power with her punches. I just mean power all around.
Yeah.
She brought the wrestling to the cage, and she put Joanna in some positions that Joanna probably didn't expect to be in. And Weili was good on the ground. Man, she was floating. She kept strong control. She was landing some monster ground and pound. And to Joanna's credit, she did get up, and she was bringing it to Weili. She was trying to walk her down. She was trying to get it going. But then, bink, beautiful spinning back fist, and Joanna goes night-night. So it was tough to see. That's obviously not how any of us wanted to see Joanna go out. But what can you say? I say it all the time in MMA. The young eat the old, and it happened again here. Weili legitimizes herself as a top dog, despite the losses to Rose, and now she's going to get another chance to reclaim her title right away here, you would think. And Joanna, as you said, I'm sure surprisingly to some, decides to hang him up and conclude what was undoubtedly a Hall of Fame career. I will miss watching that girl fight. She had some of the most entertaining women's fights I've ever seen. She had my #1 favorite women's fight I've ever seen in the first one against Weili. She was a hell of a champion, just her whole persona and the boogie woman thing and the way she talked and even her face-offs, the way she crouched down and got in your face and just, Joanna champion, the whole moniker and that she was better than you. It was just, it was an awesome title run. It was one of the more memorable title runs, especially in women's MMA. And she will, like I said, be going right into the Hall of Fame, and I will miss watching her fight.
Absolutely. Well said. Omar, let me bring you into this. What did you make of Zhang's performance and of the fight overall?
Yeah, shout out to Henry Cejudo, huh? That boy did something to Weili because the ground game, the takedowns, the control on top, the ferocity from on top. I mean, it was night and day different. You got to give her credit for that. It was nice to see, and she kept Joanna down for quite a bit and punished her while she was on the ground the entire time. So it was good to see that new aspect of her game because she's definitely going to need it at the top of this division. Sad definitely to see Joanna go out like that. The spinning back fist was fucking beautiful and almost textbook though. I mean, if you go back and you watch it in slow motion, you could see her back leg kind of come over across Joanna's lead foot. She's like parallel to that lead foot, perfect angle, and just lets it rip, man. And it's beautiful. It's a very, very beautiful back fist. As far as the retirement is concerned, I felt like I was getting broken up with. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah. I saw Joanna start taking her gloves off, and it felt like getting that phone call where they go, "We need to talk." And you know something's fucked up. Yeah, that's what her taking her gloves off meant. My stomach sank immediately. Yeah. And I texted the group. I was like, I hope she's not retiring right now.
That's what that means, Omar.
No, this is before she even took them, put them on the ground. When I saw her unwrap her gloves, was
as soon as I saw that she was doing it already, I was like, oh fuck, this is it.
So yeah, man, it was like I said, that moment where she unbuckled her gloves was the we need to talk moment, and my heart sank, man. It sucked. I'm gonna read off a couple of credentials that I saw today that just to give you guys a real understanding. If you came into the game late a little bit, didn't watch Joanna her peak. 10 wins, the most in strawweight history right now. 6 title fight wins, the most in strawweight history. 1 of 13 undefeated champs, the only strawweight to win a belt with an undefeated record. 1,724 significant strikes landed, third most in the UFC, period. Joanna Jedrzejczyk is the real deal. She goes out with a loss, but the fact of the matter is she goes out a Hall of Famer. One of the best we've ever seen. I fell in love with her striking. I fell in love with her Muay Thai. I can't say enough good things. I can watch young Jedrzejczyk fights over and over and over. Pick one, and I guarantee you I will enjoy it every single time. Love to young Jedrzejczyk, man.
She has also only ever been beaten by 3 girls, one of whom was a weight class above her in Valentina. And the other 2 are Rose, who is a strawweight GOAT conversation person in her own right, and Weili, who seems like she is probably going to be in that conversation by the time everything is said.